Hello, everybody. My name is Teacher Maria, and welcome to Wonder Math, first grader. Are you ready for class? Good. So today we are going to talk about place value. What is place value? Well, in mathematics, there are 9 digits that we use, which are the following: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. These are the 9 digits in math that we use. When we combine them, we get new numbers. Let me show you. So this is the place value math. Do you see the blocks on your right? Let's count those blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have 9 blocks. We put these blocks in the ones column. But wait, what happens after 9? We put all those blocks together because the number after 9 is 10. So that whole group of 10 goes into the tens column. Let's have more example. This is the ones place value. Do you see the blue blocks? Let's count the blue blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 blue blocks, which we counted by ones. Now, let's all look at the yellow blocks. Can you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's a group of yellow blocks stacked together, which comes up to 10. Now, let's look at the next set of blocks. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's another group of 10. Well, let's go to the third group of blocks. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's another group of 10 blocks. Let's count the last group of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, I want you all to look at these blocks. When you look at these blocks, there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 group of 10 blocks. Now, let's combine both of them. You remember those blue blocks that we counted a while ago? We had 5 blue blocks, and we had 4 groups of 10 blocks. When you put them together, we have 4 groups of 10 blocks plus 5 blue blocks. We have the number 45. So the next time you see the number 45, you will have to imagine that there are 4 group of 10 blocks together plus the 5 groups of blue blocks. Does that make sense? Okay, let's make another example here. Let's try making tens. Let's count out those 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is one group of 10 blocks. When you take them apart like this, you have 10 groups of 1, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember, when you have 10 blocks and you put them together, you get one group of 10. Now, imagine that you have 9 blocks and then you want to put one more block together. How many blocks do you have all together? I want you to count. If your answer is 10, you are correct. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. You have 10 blocks together. So when you put them all together, remember you have a group of 10. You have 9 blocks here and 1 block together. That makes a group of 10. Now let's look at another example. Let's say you have 8 blocks and you want to add 2 more blocks. How many blocks do you have all together now? Remember, you have 8 blocks and you want to add up 2 more blocks. Good. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are correct. 8 blocks plus 2 blocks together makes 10. You now have a group of 10. Good job. You're doing great. Now, let's look at another example here. Now, let's say you have 7 blocks in a group and you want to put 3 more blocks together. Can you count them? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many blocks do you have all together? 7. Put 3 more blocks together makes 10. Absolutely correct. Remember, when you have 10 blocks together, it makes one group of 10, which makes up for the tens place value. Now, let's look at another example here. Now, how many blocks are there in each circle? Let's count them. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 blocks here in the first circle. Now, how about the second circle? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 blocks in the next circle. Well, how many blocks all together? Great. If your answer is 10, you're absolutely correct. Altogether, when you have 6 plus 4, That makes 10 blocks together. You have now another group of 10. Very good. Now let's say you have these circles here. Let's count these circles. How many blocks are in each circle? The first circle has only one block. How about the next circle? Can you count all those blocks? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good job counting. Now, how many blocks are there all together? Can you count them? Good. If your answer is 10, you are correct. 1 block and 9 blocks makes 10 blocks all together. So what does that mean? You have another group of 10. Now let's look at another example here. How many blocks are there in each circle? Are you ready to count? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. You're counting very well. How about the next circle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Absolutely correct. You have 5 blocks in the first circle and another 5 blocks in the other circle. How many blocks are there all together? If your answer is 10, you are correct. 5 blocks and 5 blocks make 10 blocks all together. Wonderful job. That means you have another group of 10. Good job. Now let's count those group of 10s with our ones. What do I mean by that? Let's see. Now I want you to focus on those blocks of 10. Remember, when I say group of 10 or blocks of 10, they come in a group of 10 blocks all together, like what we just did. Let's count them. Let's count them by groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 groups of 10. Now let's go to the ones now. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 ones. Now, if we put them together, you have 5 groups of 10 and 5 ones. What number do we get? Yes, it's the number 55. Good job. Let's go on to the next example now. Now, can you count the groups of 10 this time? One, 2, 3. If your answer is 3, and that is correct. Good job. Now let's look at those purple blocks. Those are your ones blocks. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 ones. Now, if we put them together, you have 3 groups of 10 and 8 ones. What number do we get? We get the number 38. Awesome job. Now let's move on to the next example. How many groups of 10s do you see this time? I want you to count. Very good. Let's count them together this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 groups of 10. How about those ones? 1 and 2. You have 2 ones. So if we have 4 groups of 10 plus 2 ones put together, we have the number 42. Good job. How about this example here? Do you see any groups of 10s? If your answer is no, then that is correct. So what do? We just put the number 0 because there's no group of 10. Now, how about those ones? Let's count those ones, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good job. We have 9 ones. We do not have any group of 10s in this example. We only have 9 ones. So our number is the number 9. Good job. Now let's look at this example. How many groups of 10s do you see? Yes, you are correct. There is just one group of 10. Very good. How about the ones? Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ones. If we put one group of 10 and 6 ones together, what number do we get? Yes, it is the number 16. Very good. Awesome job. How about this one? How many groups of 10 do you see in the picture? Yes, there are 2 groups of 10. 1, 2. Wonderful job. How about the ones? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 ones. Wonderful job. When you put them together, you have the number 29. Awesome job. Very good. Now let me show you some examples here. Oh, what is the number? I see one group of 10 and 1 ones. Now, remember, you might be wondering, why is there a word units here? Another term for the word ones is units. Now, going back, we have one group of 10 and 1 ones. We put them together. We have the number 11. Now, look at this now. We have 3 groups of 10 and 3 ones. We have the number 33. I want you to practice saying those numbers, okay? Good job. How many groups of 10s do we have in this example? We have 5 groups of 10 and 6 ones. We have the number 56. How many groups of 10s do you see in this picture? We have 8 groups of 10. Remember to count those 10s in groups. And we have 4 ones. We put them together. We have the number 84. Now look at these groups of 10s. Yes, we have 9 groups of 10s here. And we have 5 ones. We put them together, we have the number 95. In this example, there are 8 groups of tens and 8 ones. When you put them together, we have the number 88. We have 9 groups of tens and 9 ones. We put them together, we have the number 99. We have 2 groups of tens and 7 ones. We put them together, we have the number 27. Good job. You guys are doing very well. Now remember, your groups of 10, they look like a building, okay? They're 10 blocks stacked to each other. Put them together, that's one group of 10. Very good. Now let's look at our worksheet now this time. Let's count our tens and ones. Look at the example here. How many groups of tens do you see? 1, 2, 3. And we write 3 tens on the space provided. Now let's count those ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ones. When we put 3 groups of tens together and 5 ones, we get the number 35. Now, let's try the next one. How many groups of tens do you see? Yes, there is only one group of 10, so you write the number 1. And how many ones do you see? Yes, there are 2 ones. When we have 1 10 and 2 ones put together, we have the number 12. Wonderful job. Let's go on now to the next one. How many groups of tens do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, there are 4 groups of tens. Now, how about those ones? Can you count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 ones. Wonderful job. When we have 4 groups of tens and 9 ones put together, we have the number 49. Awesome job. How about the next one? Do you see any groups of tens? Yes, I don't see any group of tens as well. So we just put the number 0. Now, how about those ones? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 ones. We have 0 groups of tens and 9 ones put together. We only have the number 9. Wonderful job, everybody. How about the next one? Let's count those groups of 10. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 groups of tens. Do you see any ones? No, I don't. So you put the number 0. Now, remember, if there is a 0 in the ones, you also include that when you put them together. So 8 groups of tens plus 0 ones. Don't forget that 0. You get the number 80. Good job. And the last one. How many groups of 10s do you see? 1, 2. Wonderful job. There are 2 groups of 10. And how about those ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 ones. Put them together, you have the number 25. Great job. You guys are doing great. Let's move on now to our next example. Now this time, we don't have any blocks. We only have the number. How challenging, huh? Now let's look at the first one. We have the number 37. So going back, I want you to remember those blocks, those groups of 10s, and those single blocks that we counted a while ago. The same goes with these numbers here. Imagine those blocks so we can figure out what their place values are. Now look at the first one. We have the number 37. So what does 37 mean? 37 means there are 3 groups of 10s and 7 ones. So what does it mean? That means the place value of 3 here in 37 is in the tens place value because there are 3 groups of 10s, our tall building. And the number 7 here is in the ones place value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that goes in the ones place value. Let's go on to the next now. The number 43. The number 43 has 4 groups of 10s and 3 ones. Good job. 81. 81 means 8 groups of 10s and 1 ones. 72. 7 10s and 2 ones. 44. 4 10s and 4 ones. 56. 5 10s and 6 ones. 87. 8 10s, 7 ones. 10. 1 10, 0 ones. 24. 2 10s and 4 ones. Very good job. Now let's go to the next now. I have the number 19. Now let's put it in the place value mat this time. I have 1 group of 10 and 9 ones, which makes the number 19. 22. 2 10s, 2 ones. 2 groups of 10s plus 2 ones makes the number 22. 24. 2 groups of 10s and 4 ones makes the number 24. 26. 2 groups of 10s and 6 ones. Put them together, you get the number 26. 38. 3 groups of 10s and 8 ones. Put them together, we get the number 38. 42. 4 groups of 10s and 2 ones. Put them together, we get the number 42. 50. 5 groups of 10s and 0 ones. Put them together, we get the number 50. How about this number? What number is this? It's the number 58. What are the place value of each number? Can you do it? 5 goes into the tens and 8 goes into the ones. So that's 5 groups of tens and 8 ones put together. You get the number 58. Very good. How about this number? 64. 6 goes into the tens and 4 goes into the ones. Good job. You're doing great. 67. 6 goes into the tens and 7 goes into the ones. Wonderful job. 76. 7 goes into the tens and 6 goes into the ones. 78. 7 goes into the tens and 8 goes into the ones. 84. 8 goes into the tens and 4 goes into the ones. Good job. You're doing absolutely fine. Wonderful job. Now, your place value, remember, do not forget your tens. When you have 10 blocks put together, they make up into a group of tens. When you combine them with the ones, you put them together to get a new number. Now let's watch this.
Learning upgrade. Ones place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, 10,000s place, 100,000s place, millions place. Take a one-digit number, it goes in the ones place. 3. For a two-digit number, at a tens place, 83. For a three-digit number, at a hundreds place, 183.
Thank you so much for the class today. And I will see you in our next class. Bye, you guys. Thank you.